That's really interesting. As I'm setting up this for a live, it comes up with a connection is low, may not record live. Don't know why it's doing that. Obviously my internet is a bit slow. Hi Shaz, Dorothy, Chris, Marie. I'm not going to be commenting on the comments because what I'm just offering another live ad hoc, as I have felt, I wouldn't say a need to share, but it's, I don't know, the things that we want to put into our practice of daily life, sometimes we just let slide. And one of the things I've always aspired to do has been a morning meditation. Hasn't always worked out. In fact, almost never. But this morning, as I'm playing the flute, it's just the wanting to share even further what I'm experiencing. I've just watched Julie Lever do a live from America after she'd seen Esther Hicks as a workshop through her day, and it was actually quite inspiring seeing her excitement after a full day, and it was wonderful to watch. So I thought, no, I'm just going to come down and play some flute. So I have actually been doing that, and it's the self-indulgence of being able to play with something that's easy to play and share it with others. I've noticed, as far as replaying back, that sometimes the sound seems too sharp, and I haven't got a decent sound set up. All I've got is my Samsung Note 8 sitting here in a tripod as I'm sitting on a chair looking out my window and contemplating life, don't we all? At some point in life. And, well, some point in the day even, you can just sit and sort of think, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. And even now, as I'm thinking, oh, this is going live out there, I shouldn't be saying shit either. And language, all sorts of things that we do that are just automatic who we are. The excitement in Julie's voice is what got me, because of the new discoveries in what she's learning, in where she is, and from different people all the time. And we sometimes do play down our own ability to actually be an influence to others in whatever way it is. It can be just those words in a sentence, or how our attitude is, anything. We really do have actually amazing ability to be somebody, even if it's just being yourself here in the now. It excites me for myself that I can do anything I want right now in this space of time. I'm not limited by much at all. It's my decision to live wherever I want to. And, you know, the ability, I'm like one of the lucky ones in this westernised world that I do have some money available at some point behind me. It's not always a good cash flow. Many of us have that issue too. It's just the choices with what you have in that moment in time. We can exercise those choices. And this morning I thought, well, even though, you know, as far as I'm nervous as shit, I just really feel like sharing using the voice. And that's what excites me, because we come into this world with nothing. And a lot of the time, the first thing we share with anybody is our cry. As babies from the womb, that shock of entering this world, it's our voice. And it's one of those things that showed up for me in life so many times. We're not always listened to. We seem invisible. We can't get our voice out. You know, the way that we can't seem to spit those words out and say what we really want, or even using the ears, what we've got to listen to what others are saying. And, you know, over time you do start to block yourself off because you're not being heard, or you just can't get things out and you're holding it in. And how much freeing it is to be able to express yourself in many people's fields. You know, it's with arts, it's painting or writing or playing sport, getting the energy out. It's a form of energy. Don't hold it in. We need to get it out. Over time, I've actually had some heart issues, and the thing that I found the best was humming. I found out by accident that when I was having an increased heart rate episode or two, I'd just sit there and think, look, I've got to be able to calm this heart down, and I'd start humming. And that was how I first felt the voice, the sounds, that vibration as it was working through my body was the best thing. And that's why I did I'm doing this now. I thought, no, I'm going to share it because it feels so good. Because after the flute, I just started doing some humming and toning just to get it warmed up. Get that feeling of being in a really nice space. And that's where I usually end up in that nice space. I actually call it my Zen space because it just feels like that zone where you just, the bliss, the peace. Well, instead of playing the flute, I might even be game enough and share that with you. Because there's courses I've done over time, Little Things and the rest. And one of the best influences I ever had was actually Claudio Silvano with doing a 6-week toning course. And it's just starting off and the way that we can use our mouth to make the different sounds. And it's just one vowel. And it doesn't have to be anything that... Thanks, Margaret, I saw you spelling. You're correcting it. Shaping the mouth in different ways to give those different sounds. And really, it just comes to mind. We don't have to sound perfect. We don't have to sound like we're opera singers or anything like that. We just need to put our voice out there. And I thought, just to start, I'd share it. As we're putting our sigh out, you just go, and you're starting a sound. And it moves onwards, and it moves onwards to being toning. So I'm feeling really nervous about doing this, but I just wanted to share how easy it is to actually get your voice moving and vibrating and feeling that inside, because that's where you actually can feel it. Even as I'm speaking, I can feel the vibrations in the throat. And then as I move further into doing a bit of toning, if I've got it right, I might even not have it right anymore. It's been so long since I've done it. But the feeling's there as it moves further and further down, and I focus mine to move to the heart, because that's, in general, what I'm trying to regulate. And I can feel that sinking, and the vibration, you can feel it going like that on the heart. And even a sigh. It's just so beautifully peaceful how much we can do for ourselves in moving into our own space, a little self-healing space, that Zen space, just with our voice, in how we can express it. We're not even having to do this to other people. Well, with other people. I'm here by myself. It's probably why I can do it so easily in many respects, because I haven't got the thought, they're going to be all complaining about my singing. Well, I'm not trying to sing. I'm just wanting that vibration to happen and bring that healing property and share it with people now, because I just feel so strongly about how much we're not doing for ourselves that we can as we're sitting. And what was the best, I think, was seeing Juliet sharing her experience straight after a big event that she's shared in with other people, and then sharing it out. The technology we've got is so marvellous in how we can do all this. It is great, isn't it, Eliza? It can come out as language. It can just come out as different tones, as even a squeak. It's all healing. So one day I might just get to video it live without me being visible and letting go of what your voice is doing, because I just go off on a tangent and I'm in that space, eyes closed, and you're taking that sound. At the moment my voice is pretty monotone, and then you're just gradually moving into Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Hey, and feeling all the sounds, and I'm not gonna sing. It's just fun. Go with the flow. Put yourself out within yourself this morning, and I think I'm going to finish that there. So thanks for those that are watching live, and I'm just having fun. Thanks a heap, and we'll catch you, well, probably another time when I ad-lib this, and come on. It just feels so great to be alive, and I love sharing. Bye.